Oh, never mind that now. So, I haven't been on for a while, and I haven't done anything, so I'm kind of actually glad that I didn't go to LSPR. So this is going to be kind of like a Tracks Revolution, Tracksaholics podcast, and the Rebel J Show. So I'm kind of glad that I didn't go to LSPR. Well, because right now I have no money. And the reason why I didn't go to LSPR is because, one, I didn't have any money. Okay, but I've been really busting my asses and working really hard on trying to, get myself caught back up. And I actually got caught back up on my bills. And then I went to a place called Firehouse Subs today. And I know you guys are already saying, what? I thought Jersey Mike's was your sub shop. Well, so here's the thing. I actually like the idea of the Firehouse Subs. I'm actually kind of behind it because it was founded by firefighters. Now, Firehouse Subs, they actually make a pretty damn good steak and cheese. I actually had their steak and cheese. I had a really small sandwich, and then I had what you call the Firehouse Sub, which is basically like the Firehouse Sub, or it's called the Hook and Ladder or something like that. The Hook and Ladder is the same thing as the club the bacon on the club or whatever. So if you go to Firehouse Subs and you say, hey, I want, a hook and ladder with bacon, basically you're basically getting a club. You're basically getting a turkey club, which is really good. I had a hot turkey club sandwich. Now, they didn't ask me if it was toasted. They didn't ask me whatever. They just gave me the damn sub, and it was nice. It was warm. It was beautiful. The turkey club was amazing. I should have just gotten that in a small because, I am really trying to cut back. I only have one meal a day. That's the one thing about me that a lot of people don't understand is they say to me, they're like, Jack, you barely seem like you eat, but you seem like you eat out all the time. And I do eat out all the time. Some of the things that I do is I eat out, but at a fancy restaurant. Gross. Okay. So so anyway, but like they say that you go out a lot, and I don't really go out all that much. I really don't spend that much on food, but if you ever came to my house, you'd probably walk in there and you'd probably go like, what the hell's wrong with this guy? Like, why does he live by himself and why is he such a loser? Well, because the thing is that I don't have a life, dude. I really don't. My life is going to work, at Groom Transportation, which Groom Transportation is a great company to come work for. I work for $14.50 to $16.50 an hour. I get tips, I get benefits after being here for a year. The company's great. I work 6 days a week. I put in 6 days a week. The only thing that sucks, and I'll be 100% honest with you, is that I don't get time and a half or overtime. But I work straight pay, and I get good money. I make pretty decent amount of money. I'm making $45,000 a year. With the I'm making about $40,000 to $50,000 a year working for Groom Transportation because of tips and bonuses and everything else. You also get a safe driving bonus if you drive really safe. You get a safe driving bonus for driving with the company. So the company is good to work for, guys. It's not a bad company to work for. I don't hate it. Okay? I just hate a few things, but it's minor details that suck a horse's patoot. But the thing is it pays off in the end because the company does take care of their employees. They do. bad boys, what you gonna do? Just saw St. Cloud's finest go by me, or I should say Wade Park's finest just went by me, or one of the cops went by me, and I just was starting to laugh a little bit because every time a cop goes by me, I always do bad boys, what you gonna do? Because I just think it's funny here on the Rebel J Show. And I haven't done a Rebel J Show for a long time. I haven't done one. I'm heading to Alec right now to go pick up a passenger for a home service, and I can't wait to go pick her up. I'm excited. So yeah. But anyway, I am actually kind of happy that I didn't go to LSPR this year because, boy, LSPR did sound really fun. I mean, there were so many people there, so there's so many people that are doing it. I watched a podcast with a guy who goes on about as long as I do, and I think he was from American Rally Association. He was from the ARA, American Rally Association. He was sitting in kind of like a bunker kind of thing, or in a tent, or in a hut or a shack, and then he had different camera placements that he had set up where he could go and do these different cameras, and you could see cars go by, and then he was like, oh, well, there's Connor Martell, or there's the the Lexus, or there's the Maddie's team, and there's there's all these other people. So basically, they did a good show. They did a great podcast. They did a really excellent show. They stuck to the script of what to do, but see, then when the track was over and they were just going live, they basically didn't know what to talk about. They were actually looking on Marketplace for rally cars, which I thought was really kind of cool. If I would have been doing a live version, what I would have done was, as soon as the American Rally Association thing was over, I would have gone over to the feed for Rally TV and would have watched the WRC European Championships and watched the broadcast from there, and then put it on the thing. Yes, I am sorry that I have not downloaded Rally TV yet, because I haven't gotten my subscription yet, because I'm waiting to do next year, because I'm waiting to finish out this year and then do next year. And what we're going to do is we're going to be doing on the Traxaholics, we're going to have a Traxaholics Rally Works Division podcast, where all it's going to be is the Traxaholics Rally Works the Rally Works podcast is going to be nothing but rally car racing. So basically, all you're going to hear me talk about is rally car racing. So we're going to turn Rally TV on. Yeah, we're going to turn Rally TV on, and we're going to put Rally TV on, and then we're going to watch Rally TV, and then we're going to basically do the play-by-play from the podcast, or from the show that comes on Rally TV. I'm going to mute the thing, and I'm basically going to talk about the feed coming through, because I don't want to listen to the commentary that they have, because the commentary that they have for the WRC is basically the same thing about me. It's kind of bland. It's kind of whatever. I don't know the people who are doing the commentating, and I don't really, understand them. It's not that I don't understand them. It's just that I don't know their names, and I don't have the thing to go over to the thing. So what we're doing is basically we're just going to go live on YouTube and live on Facebook, and then we're going to watch the feed, and then we're going to tell you who's in the lead, where they are in the stage, and what's going on. So it's kind of like me following it on Twitch and on Streamlabs. So we're going to follow it on that. But that's going to be the Traxaholics Rally Works podcast, or the TRP. Yeah, the Traxaholics Rally Works podcast, or the TRP. Which I'm going to make that channel pretty soon. I'm going to go through a little bit of my stuff and change up everything. Tonight's podcast that you're seeing right here, this is the Rebel J Show. Yeah, this is the Rebel J Show. I'm solo. I haven't heard anything back yet from Jeremy. So I don't know what his status is, and I'm not really answering for him if he wants to do a podcast with me. But the Berserker Bear podcast, or the Two Bears podcast at the Bears Den, is still open. I'm still trying to get the Berserker Bears podcast started. I actually think it'd be really cool to do that. I think it'd be really great for us to, get together and, start doing that. And I told him, I said, I'm down for whatever. He just works so many days, and he's busy all the time. Jeremy's busy just like I am. I work 6 days a week, and then if I do have anything going on, I take off from work. But 90% of the time, I'm sleeping, okay? So what I do is I get off work, I go home, sleep for 10 hours, and then I wake up and I just, fuck around. And I try to do stuff to get my podcast started for Rallyworks. I start doing my stuff for Tracks Revolution. Guys, I do have a whole bunch of Tracks Revolution Rallyworks division t-shirts coming. I have Tracksaholics t-shirts that are being made of people's cars that I did on my Photoshop, and how I've edited their pictures. And guys, if they don't come out with the same color of your car, please don't give me shit. If you don't want to buy the damn t-shirt, don't buy the damn t-shirt. But when I make the t-shirt and I put it up and you guys say, oh, that's a nice t-shirt, and then you go, oh, why is it so fucking expensive? Because it's being made in Connecticut from a company. Because I don't have a t-shirt press at home, and I don't have stuff at home, so I can do this kind of shit. I don't have, friends that can make t-shirts for me, so I go out and source it everywhere else. I mean, I had two guys. I had Derek, and I had Derek, who has his own press and everything else, and he can do whatever he wants to. I have Kenneth Emilio, my friend down in Texas. He can make t-shirts. I can send him graphics, logos, and everything, and he can print them out and do all kinds of shit for me. And I can also talk to Brad. Brad is a friend of mine who just recently had his big fat toe ripped off because he dropped a cinder block or something on it, and so he's in a lot of pain. But he is making more of an urban style kind of t-shirt for the Tracksaholics. So he's going to be making t-shirts and sweatshirts and everything for me as well. And we're just trying to get everything situated. We're trying to get everything done and ready. But it just takes fucking time. I mean, I don't have a lot of time, and I don't have a lot of things, going my way. I've been around Tracks Revolution for almost 30 freaking years. And we finally now set ourselves on what we're going to do. We are going to get into the rally car scene, because I think, to be 100% honest with you, the rally scene is going to take off, and the street car shows and all that shit are going to go downhill. Because what happened at Gatlinburg this weekend, or what happened at Gatlinburg, they shut Gatlinburg down. It got out of hand. Because every time people go to a car show, I'm sorry, but there's the assholes who come there and do takeovers all the time. So they come over there and they do takeovers. They come over and they do all this other stuff. But you're not going to ever see a guy roll up into a freaking rallycross track with a Charger and try to take over a rallycross event. You're just not going to see that. Because if he tries to drive his Charger on the freaking, grass, he'll probably rip his Charger up. He'll probably destroy it. I mean, this isn't the Dukes of Hazzard, bro. You can't just, drive a car and expect it to, do what you want to do. I mean, I love how this semi-truck behind me just got over because I was going slow up a hill. Because, I was going slow up a hill, and then I haven't been able to go down the road, going fast. Because, one, I've just been trying to concentrate on, driving down the road and, doing what I'm supposed to do, but also trying to keep the cruise control, which we don't have in these vans, but I'm trying to keep it at a normal speed. But I always drop down to 65 miles an hour because that's where it feels comfortable and that's where my foot basically lets me go. I'm not trying to run people off the road or I'm not trying to do anything. I just don't have a cruise control, so I don't have a way to set the vehicle and just be a steering wheel jockey and hold the fucking steering wheel. I actually literally have to push my foot down and actually drive the car, which is what I'm doing, you know, which most people don't do. What's up, Zach? I would have came and saw you, but, you know, you were probably busy making pies and everything else, so I just said, you know, no to that. But, yeah, Zach Duchesne, everybody. Hey, how's it going, buddy? What you been up to, man? What you been going through your mind? It's good to hear from you. Good to talk to you. Welcome to the Rebel J Traxaholics podcast. So basically, this is a little bit of both, a little bit of everything else. Kind of a little bit of Jack and Coke mixed together with a little bit of vodka. Basically, we're just trying to have a little fun. We're talking about everything, making sure everybody knows that I'm alive and not dead. Because basically, I've been just trying to get everything set up. Traxaholics Rallyworks Division t-shirts are being made, and the process of everything being done. Like I told Chris Dunn, you actually were off today, tomorrow, and Sunday. So I'm at the Winner's Circle having a drink right now. Oh, you're at Winner's. Okay. So I'm at the Winner's. Okay. Good for you, man. I'm glad you're getting a good buzz in. You deserve that. So that's good for you, man. I'm glad you're out having a good time, and everybody else. Everybody at the table, at Zach's table, what's going on? Just having a good time. So like I was talking to Chris Dunn the other night, and Ashley Dunn, like I was talking to them about rally car racing and everything else. I'm sorry, but yes, I am Twisted Texas. Twisted Teas, yes. Well, yeah, you're having a Twisted Tea. That's what everybody loves to have. That's your drink of choice. I'm surprised you don't have a big Twisted Tea sticker on the back of your truck. You should totally get sponsored by Twisted Tea, but too bad you get pulled over all the time. Anyway, or get that tattooed on your leg or something. Go to the bar and just point at this. This is what I want. But anyway, so when I was talking to Chris Dunn and Ashley Dunn last night or last week, I mean, we were talking about rally car racing. And yes, you know, I am big on rally car racing. I don't think Minnesota After Dark, I think they're not done for the season. I think they're just taking a break and they're getting ready to start up next year and they're getting ready to do what they got to do. But they're always going to be a car club, you know, and they're always going to need a rally expert. So that's what I'm going to be. But when I start rally car racing and everything, if I start doing it, I actually want to be like the Joe Gibbs of rally car racing. That's what I want to be. I want to start a team up. And basically, I pick the cars. You guys want to drive them? You can. If you don't, we'll find other cars. But I just literally want to, you know, be the Joe Gibbs of rally car racing. I would love to do it. And I'd love to race. But, you know, it's going to take a lot to do it. So I'm hoping that I can find an investor or find somebody who really and truly wants to help me out with this kind of thing. And, you know, follow me from there. But it's just really hard. Nobody really seems to be interested in it. So I don't really know. But if you're losing me, it's probably because I went to a place where cell phone sucks dick around here. But I'll get it back up and running here in a matter of minutes. I usually do lives at home because it's better to do it at home because, you know, I can do it there. But now that I'm working 6 days a week, I don't really have any time for myself. I'm actually going to devote my shows to Sundays. So every Sunday, we're going to start having the Traxaholics podcasts are going to be whenever there's a rally on TV or anything like that. They're always going to be that. But the Rebel J Show or the Two Bears podcast or the Berserker Bears podcast will be on Sundays like we normally have them, and or just all the time whenever I get a break in the action. I mean, man, turn the lane assist off. Jesus Christ, I hate when people turn that lane assist on. Because every time the lane assist comes on, the steering wheel vibrates. And, I mean, if you're not paying attention to what you're doing, then you're not doing your job. I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, driving a vehicle down the road, trying to keep it at least 60, 70 miles an hour is really hard to do. But, I mean, yeah. I mean, just try to, keep it going. So, anyway, I was saying that, every time there's a rally car event that comes on or comes on TV, I'm definitely going to try to get the Traxaholics Rally Works podcast up and going, or Traxaholics, the Traxaholics podcast, or, the how-tos or whatever, the videos on the Trax Revolution Traxaholics podcast and how-to videos. We're trying to get those up and running as well. But it's just going to be a one in a lifetime, everyday thing that something's happening. I just got my phone turned back on, and basically I have been trying to literally keep my bills and keep my shit paid is what I've been trying to do. I'm trying so hard to, save money, keep money, and just trying to be happy. I've been working, now I'm working 6 days a week, so I'm making a pretty decent amount of money so that I can turn around and, pay these damn bills off. And I just really and truly need to, understand that, I gotta make money because I got a big, huge life going on, and there's just so much things that I got going on. And I got more of a rock star lifestyle going on, but I got to do things that a lot of people just aren't ready to do. And that aren't ready for me to do because they don't want me to do it. A lot of people don't want me to do this. No. I want to open this rally school because I want people to learn how to rally car race. Just see what it's like. Come out to my track and see what it's like and just do it, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of people are just like, yeah, Jack, it'll never happen. It'll never show up. It'll never, do anything. And I'm like, well, you know what? If you don't believe in me, then fine. Go watch something else. You can always watch Taylor Swift. I mean, she's always somebody to believe in, She probably is a lot more fun to watch than me. But I don't really care. Anyway, but here's the thing, I just don't understand why, when I do something or whatever, like I posted this thing today, like when I post something, if I only had like 72 hours to live, if I was dying, I probably would never tell you guys. Because like I've said before, if you don't have time for me now, then why the hell would you have time for me then? But I'm not mad at any one of my friends. No, I'm not mad at you guys. You guys all have lives. Yeah, you guys all have lives. Especially around the winter time. You guys are always, in with your wives, having a good time. Cuddling with them, hanging out with them. Being with them. And that's fine. Darren told me the other day, I need to get a woman, And the reason why I haven't gotten a woman is because, one, I don't even really want one anymore. I mean, all I want to do is figure out what's going on with my life, And I was married, so I found out what that was like, and look where that's at. I mean, I still want to be friends with Joe. I still want to talk to her. I still want things to work out. I also want to help her out. I'm actually going to go see her this Sunday. Yeah, I'm going to go see her this Sunday and help her get her car into her garage. Because she needs help getting her car into the garage before the wintertime comes. Because she doesn't want to be in there. She doesn't want to be in there scraping the car up, Because scraping the car in the wintertime sucks donkey balls. It sucks. Yeah, leaving the car out in the snow, it sucks. It's one of the worst things that could ever be done. But, yeah. like I've said to Joe thousands and thousands of times that, I miss her and I want things to work. But you know what? It's her decision, and what she wants to do is her choice, okay? And I'm not going to sit here and fight with her all the time. I do miss her. I love her. I think she's a great woman. I think she's a great person, and I've said that on a lot of my podcasts. But it just seems to never, it never seems to ever come back to what we had. So I'm not gonna fight with it. I'm just gonna tell you guys that whatever her and I decide, that's what it's gonna be. But I'm sitting here just trying to live my life every day. I go to work and I'm getting ready to do camo claws. So if there's anybody out there that wants to braid my hair and help me do this stuff with my hair, I would like to get my colors put in my hair. I'd like to do this. Okay, but my phone seemed to be kicking back on here. But yeah, so we're in Freeport. We're going through this little small town. It's between Sauk Center and Albany, so they don't really have good cell phone service here. So my phone goes in and out sometimes. But like I said, if there's somebody out there that wants to do my hair for me, I don't know what's going on with my stepmom or with my mom Julie. She's been kind of busy right now. She's kind of she's kind of off and on because she's going through things with her life. And I'm not trying to, come down on her. I mean, I have no idea what's been going on with her, but she's been really sick lately, I think. So I've been trying to find somebody to re-braid my hair and not have to pay an abdomen and an asshole for it. So, an arm and a leg. Because the thing is that, I have so many people who comment on my braids. Last night I had this guy who used to call me Dreads he was calling me Dreads the whole night. And I'm like, okay, they're not dreads, they're actually Viking braids. And I was telling him last night that they're Viking braids, and this one lady from Jamaica was like, yeah, they're totally different than Jamaican braids. So she said, I really like the way they look. And she asked me about them, and I said, well, yeah, I play Santa Claus as well. And I showed her, and she was like, well, how the heck do you put the braids in with the Santa Claus outfit? Well, because Camo Claus is different, so Camo Claus can have braids. Yes, he can have braids, and he can have his hair done the way he wants to. Camo Claus is different than a Santa Claus, okay? Let's just get that out there. I'm going to tell you right now that Camo Claus is different than Santa Claus because Santa Claus is the real thing, and Camo Claus is basically just the cousin of Santa Claus. Yes, Camo Claus is the cousin of Santa Claus, and he is so Camo Claus is the cousin of Santa Claus. I've been telling people that for years, and I've been just going along with it, and I enjoy it. It's one of the funniest things ever. I've been playing Camo Claus for the last 13 years. I love doing it. It's so much fun. I have a blast with it, and I love it. Okay? But people look at me and they're like, what's Camo Claus, and why is it so different than your non-traditional or than your traditional Santa Claus? Well, the thing is I wear a red and green camo suit, so I'm not wearing the same outfit as what you see. And when I do it, it's a heck of a lot different. It's a different thing. It's more along the lines of, how do we say this? Camo Claus is more along the lines of basically something where he supports the military, And he is, a different version of Santa Claus. He's just a different version. I'm not trying to say that I'm the new Santa Claus for the new millennium. I'm not anything like that. I'm just a guy who basically wants to go out there and do what I like doing. And I'm also big on rally car racing. So I also like to give out rally cars. So, like, I actually give out, like, Hot Wheels cars to kids. Like, I'll go to, like, Walmart, and I'll buy up, like, Hot Wheels and Matchbox cars and everything else. Now, I probably hear Darren in the background saying, well, then why don't you buy the cars from me? Why don't you buy the Hot Wheels cars from me? Because, Darren, that's how you make your money. You make money. I do this for free. I give these things out for free. I give them in little baggies. I put them in little baggies with little things on the top saying Merry Christmas from Camo Claus and Trax Revolution. That's what I do. Because I give kids, I give kids Hot Wheels cars. I give kids Matchbox cars. I give kids all kinds of stuff because I want them to realize to themselves that cars are going to be all over this world. I mean, Teslas, Cybertrucks, all that kind of stuff. It's going to be there someday. I mean, it's still going to be around. I mean, I've been actually trying to go home, or been trying to build what I want to build. And I'm actually trying to find a 3D printer. I actually want to build one. And I want to build the triangle tracks that you can build for a car so that you can actually have the car roll on the wheels, or actually just have it as a model with the triangle tracks. And that way I can build the Santa Claus's sleigh out of Mini Coopers. Yeah. I've actually wanted to buy a 1/24 scale Mini Cooper, take it apart, and turn it into a sleigh and build the sleigh. Yeah. I'm still trying to find a rim company that wants to support me for their wheels, like Wheel Pros, or custom wheel offsets, CWO, or BB Wheels. But nobody ever wants to jump on a local person and help them out. They always want to make some big giant fucking thing where they're like, well, if you're not Ken Block, we don't want to help you out, or if you're not Travis Pastrana, we don't care. So, that's what it is. Because, they always think that everybody, when they race around here, it's all this short track, dirt track stuff with, modifieds and streets and, and whatever. But, I'm literally trying to turn that whole left racing, that whole let's go left the whole time racing, into something that you can go all-wheel drive, or go all everywhere, left and right, and race all over the place. I mean, it's not hard to build a rallycross track here in Minnesota. No, Elk River, ERX could help me out if they really and truly wanted to. But I don't know what Andrew Carlson wants to do with the track, because he's always up for ideas, but then when I talk to him about it, he laughs at me about it, or he doesn't take it serious, because I haven't gotten in touch with him. I've given him my information. I showed him who I was, and he kind of laughed at me. He just kind of was like, yeah, whatever. You're not somebody who has money, so I'm not going to deal with you. Because the only way that you get anybody around here to deal with you is if you put money in their face. Yeah. But I don't know, man. Turn around and try to find so many things and just see where you can get to in this world, but people don't take you serious, And I've never really understood that. I mean, I try so hard to make it in this world, but nobody seems to ever want to give me an opportunity or a chance. They basically want to tell me to just go F myself, and that's literally basically how it is. I mean, you know, I've always wanted to do something, because see, when we started Tracks Revolution about 29 years ago, we were just 5 guys. We were people, you know, driving around in Honda Civics, and the Fast and the Furious came out. We were friends with the guys from Techademics and Mischief TV. I mean, we were going to Summit Raceway. We were going to West Virginia. We were going to VIR. I mean, we were going to Virginia International Raceway. We were going all over the place. We were up and down the East Coast. I mean, we were in Ocean City, Maryland. We were we were in Atlantic City. We were all doing, you know, we were all having fun. We were basically trying to make everything work. And then we never got anywhere. We never got anywhere. We never got anywhere. We never got any funding. We never got anything else. We made t-shirts. We made stickers. We made all this other stuff. It never took off. Nobody gave a shit about us. Then we tried to do something with the team, tried to collaborate with other teams, and then all they wanted to do is run us into the ground, and because we were a small group of people, but everybody was remembering our name, and now we're trying to do the same thing. I want to collab with people, and I want to be partnered with people, but I don't want, you know, to feel like I'm overpowering everybody, like people have been always saying. Like, they think that I'm trying to be, that I'm trying to take over. And I've never tried to take over anything. I've never wanted to take over anything. All I wanted to do was tell you that if you use the name Tracks Revolution for anything, for a car club or car related, it's going to take off. Because people have tried to take the name. Why do you think TR Team or Team Rogue tried to take my logo? And I told them, fuck that. No, you can't have it. And they were like, why not? And I said, well, because I'm this. But then they went out and got more and more money because they got funding. And now all of a sudden people are following Team Rogue. But Team Rogue is everything except for rally car racing. They're motorcycles and street racing. That's what they are. And, you know, autocross and shit. That's what they do. Okay? So I've decided that we're just going to be called Tracks Revolution, Tracksaholics, Rally Works is what we're going to be called. Because that's what we're going to be. Because all I care about is rally car racing. That's all I care about. The Rally Works division is my biggest thing. Yep, the Rally Works division is my biggest thing. Mini Coopers is just for people who want to be on Mini Works or Tracks Revolution Mini Works. It's just for people who have Mini Coopers and want to be a part of it. Want to be a part of the family. That's what it is. It's not anything, you know, big, little, small, or anything. It's just a car club for Mini Coopers. That's what Mini Works is. And then the Tracks Revolution, Tracksaholics, that's everyday people who want to take their car to the track. Race on a track. Go to BIR. Go to drift events. Go to rally car events. Go to racing. Go to sanctioned events where you're off the fucking street. Get off the highways. Don't race. I don't want to see your car going down the road street racing against somebody else. That's not what I want to see. No. Tracks Revolution, Tracksaholics does not condone that shit. I don't want to see burnouts. I don't want to see bullshit. I want to see you go to a sanctioned track, a closed off place, and drive there and do laps, do autocross, do stuff where it's safe, do rallycross, do snow drifting at an event where it's legal. Yeah. Don't drive. No one gives a shit if you can drive down 494 at 127 miles an hour. Nobody gives a shit about that. No one cares because you can't outrun on a radio and you're going to get caught. Okay? So just drive without having to go down the interstate at 100 miles an hour. You know? It's just getting old. And then every time you go to a car show, there's always that dick. There's always that asshole who goes there and does the burnouts. Who goes there and tries to take over the whole entire fucking show with his stupid Mustang or his stupid fucking Dodge Charger or his Challenger or his, whatever, his expensive ass cars. It doesn't make a damn bit of difference, what kind of car you have. I mean, there's the people that don't have that kind of fucking money lying around, and they're trying to turn their one car into buying another car so they can go to a rally car event. Don't put their fucking shit out in the middle of the pasture and say, oh, go fuck yourself, you're by yourself anyway, and put me out in the dirt. That's what they do. So you know what? That's where I go. I go out and left out because that's where you want me to be. But anyway, I mean, that's what it is, man. But I don't really give a fuck what happens in the automotive industry anymore because I'm not going to car shows much anymore because I went to a car show at Whips and Waffles. There was a guy who built up this really nice Beetle. Really nice bug. Yeah. He made it electric. He put suspension on it, and I asked him, do you take it off in the backcountry roads? Do you drive it in dunes? Do you go off of jumps with it? And he's like, no, I like to keep it clean. I like to wipe it down with a diaper cloth. Dude, that's so wrong. Why would you do anything with a vehicle if you're not going to, drive it like you stole it? Or take it off-roading? I mean, shit. I take my car off-roading all the time on gravel roads and everything. Why do you think my car's always got, taillights missing and everything broken all the time? Well, my taillights got broken out by some fucking faggots and douchebags at fucking Super 8 or some hotel where my car was. They decided to break my shit out. But, my headlight got recently broken somewhere because, it got broke out. But, I don't know why the fuck people go after my car. I think it's because of my paint job. Because I don't think you guys like America. Because you guys beat the shit out of my paint job on my car. And then you're like, well, it's not even American. It's actually a fucking German engineering car made by BMW. Well, whatever. Who cares? It's my car. I don't fuck with your car. I don't go and shatter your fucking windshield or your taillights or your fucking headlights or anything like that. Or fucking knock your car because, you drive what you drive. I don't make fun of your shit. So don't make fun of mine. And don't ruin mine. Because I got to spend money I don't have to buy new taillights and new headlights. Thanks a lot, assholes. You're welcome. But I'm not trying to be messed up or mad or anything like that. Because the thing is I'm trying to fucking live my life and do what I have to do. Because I have to go and try to be the Joe Gibbs of rally car racing everywhere I go because that's what I do. Because I love rally car racing. You guys think I'm full of shit and don't think I'm ever going to amount to anything? Well, that's fine. Go fuck yourself. I know what kind of a person I am. But anyway, the thing is that, every time I do these shows, I get on here because I get mad because I'm telling it like it is. It's basically the Charlie Kirk in me as I'm telling people in the automotive industry that, I don't touch your fucking car, so don't touch mine. I don't shatter out your taillights, so don't shatter out mine. I don't wreck your fucking car. I try to tell you that your car is cool, your car's got props, and your car's great. All I try to do is, give you respect about your car. But yet, every time something happens to my car, I post it on Facebook, and I tell you, hey, why don't you just grow a pair of fucking balls and say, oh, hey, I broke your taillights. Here's the money to fix them. I'm sorry. Because you know what? if I find out who broke my taillights, I want to talk to you about it. And then I want you to man up and fucking say that you fucking broke them and then give me the money to pay for them. Or find me a set online. You know? But it's all good, man. But anyway, all I'm trying to do is live my life and be a person who wants to start a rally car team. That's all I ever wanted to do. I want to start a rally car team and a rally school. I want to build rally cars. I want to make them. I want to sell parts. I want to do all kinds of stuff. And every time that Ojibwe is here, or any time that, you know, there's a rally in Minnesota, SCCA, Land O'Lakes area, or, you know, or a different kind of division, I would love to the guys to come out to my place, or be able to come out to a 20 to 30 to 40 to 1,000 acre farm someday that I have, so that we can have a track and we can drive around and have fun. Yeah, because that's another thing I would love to do, is have land. Yes, I would love to have land all over Minnesota to turn it into rally car tracks or rally cross tracks so that we can have fun. Because I want to make rally cross or make rally great again, dude. That's what I want to do. And Mini Coopers just happen to be my favorite cars because there's a lot of versatile about them, you know. I mean, Ken Block, he did a lot of stuff with Ford, he did a lot of stuff with Hyundai and Audi. Okay, you know, I like that. You know, I have 3 cars that I like. Yeah, I have 3 cars that I like: Volkswagen, Volkswagen, Toyota, and Mini Cooper. That's what I like, and Mini. Yep. I like Fords as well, but, you know, Fords are everywhere. So, but I like Volkswagen. Yep. I like Volkswagen, Toyota, and Mini. Audi's a good company as well. I really think that Audi and Volkswagen should get together just like Toyota and Subaru should. Yeah. Well, I think Toyota and Subaru are together, if I'm not mistaken. So that leaves it for Audi and Volkswagen to join each other. You know? Because Volkswagen makes a hell of a rally car. They make the Polo. Yeah. Or the Golf. Yep. The Golf rally car is amazing. I love the Golf rally car. I love it to death. It's a great little car. It's awesome. It's mint. Yeah. I mean, if I could get Mini Coopers to take off and maybe, you know, support my ass, you know, maybe I could, but all they're doing is taking my idea and they're running with it. Yeah, that's what they're doing. They're doing it themselves. Yes, Mini Cooper is basically putting a 4-light pod on the front of a 2-wheel drive Mini Cooper and saying, hey, we're coming back to rally. And now they're having a guy drive around in a race suit. So they must be doing something big with Mini because they have to be. Man, I love that. I love that in Minnesota when people go around you and then exit. You know, they can't just stay behind you. Yeah, they can't just stay behind you and slow down. You know, and then go off the exit ramp and slow down. No, they have to go around you, then exit, and then slam on their fucking brakes and slow down. That is so fucking ridiculous. But I don't know why this guy didn't do that, but I just don't get it. I'm not really worried about it. But yeah. But you know, I've literally, sat here and I've tried so hard to, make it in this world, and I've tried so hard to understand that there is, a line between, living and dying and wanting to do something so bad. And I have passions for three things. One, I have passions for Tracks Revolution and just going very far, Camo Claws, and my Berserker Bears podcast, because those are the three things that I live for every day. I would love to be able to just live my life and be happy and go do something that makes me happy and doesn't make me stressed out. Camo Claws is one of those things. I love doing that at Christmas time. I mean, I'd love more and more people to love it too, and not just sit here and go, what the hell is Camo Claws? Well, but, I love Jeremy. He's a great guy. He's one of my best friends. I have always, been down for, doing another podcast and starting up the Berserker Bears podcast and doing that with other people. Just want to say, by the way, I want to say, Gary McCarthy, hope you get a speedy recovery, man. I miss you at work. And, I just want you to know that I'm thinking about you, and you're in my prayers and thoughts every day. I hope you get better. Mark Weber, same thing with you. You guys are always in my prayers and thoughts because I miss you guys at work. But it's always so hard for me to, just keep on trying to be myself. Everybody keeps on telling me that, things are going to happen for me, things are going to change. And I just keep on hoping to God they do. Because, I don't want to miss out on an opportunity and never be able to have anything go my way. But, I have a lot of things on my mind. I would really and truly love to go all over the world and see rally car racing everywhere. I'd even love to go to England and go to see it. Go to the European Championships, go to the British Rally Championships, go to Canada and go see the Canadian Rally Championships. I would love to go see the American Rally Association. I'd love to go to Dirtfish. I'd love to go to Team O'Neill's. I'd love to go to Rally Ranch. I'd love to go to all these places because I would just love to go see what they do differently, to get ideas, to get things, and just get people in the whole rally community to come together and make, rally car racing in America great. But it's all over the world. Rally car racing is huge, man. Rally TV is one of the biggest channels for rally car racing. They're trying to get everything. They're trying to get, even Rallycross, FIA Rallycross on TV. They're trying to get everything so that you can pick what you want to watch, but it's called Rally TV. I'm actually going to get the super subscription. I'm going to get the $149 subscription for the channel because I want it for everything rally. Because I want it that way, dude. I want rally car racing, man. That's what I want. I want to be a rally expert. I even want to watch dark car rally. The stuff down in Dubai and Saudi Arabia and stuff in the desert. I want to watch electric Extreme E and Extreme H racing. I want to watch that. If I had the money to, I would buy Joey Levac's Mini Cooper. Yeah, I'd buy all of his Mini Coopers. I'd buy Oliver Bennett's Mini Coopers. I'd buy all of them. Yeah. I would buy all of his cars because I know he doesn't want to race anymore because he doesn't do it anymore. I don't even know what's going on with Oliver Bennett. I think he's been so busy lately that he doesn't do anything anymore. I don't know. I haven't looked. But the reason why I want to start up rally car racing in America is because I'm tired of NASCAR. I'm tired of watching NASCAR and just watching everybody go left the whole time and just it falls apart, and it's just crap. And Formula One, it's crap. Formula One is really stupid racing too. It's just crap. I don't like watching it. I can't stand motocross racing. Because motocross, I don't like it because as soon as you fall off the bike, or ATV racing, as soon as you fall off the bike or the ATV, you're pretty much SOL. But side-by-sides, I can get into that. Side-by-sides in trophy truck racing or stadium truck racing is really cool. I like watching that. It's in the dirt. Yes, I like watching that kind of stuff. It's great. It's great racing. But I just don't know what the world has got going on for rally car racing, and it needs to take off. But I'm also going to say this. The car show scene isn't dead, but I wish that there was a part of the car show scene or I wish that when a rally comes to town, I wish that they had a place where people can go and go, hey, meet up at this place, park all your rally cars on the grass, come out there and have a good time, and show off, what you got. Like Travis Pastrana and those guys could park their rally cars in the grass and, have a nice car show out for the rally cars and not just feel like, they're just, showing up in a small little town and then having a car show and then everybody disappears after they see Travis Pastrana and they don't even stay for the racing. I mean, the racing is so big and it's going to take off and it's just going to surprise the hell out of everybody because it's fun, man. But as I'm getting into my final thought for the Traxaholics and the Berserker or the Rebel J show tonight, I just want to say that, I'm really sorry that I haven't been around lately and I haven't been on and I haven't been, doing things and supporting, like Minnesota After Dark, and I haven't been supporting anything else. But the thing is that, it's eye for an eye and blood for me. So if you support me, I'll support you, But if you don't support me and you don't even give me a chance, fuck off. That's basically what I say. I mean, I push everybody to talk about Minnesota After Dark, and I talk about them as a car club and trying to find another place to go. But the thing is that I don't really care for the car show scene much anymore because every time we go to a car show, there's always that one asshole that always wants to do burnouts and fuck it up for everybody else. There's always those guys that want to get together and go find a greasy spot down the highway and fucking, street race and race. You know what? Go to the track for that. There's all these racetracks all over the place that if we don't start using them, they're going to start shutting down. And nobody wants a track to be shut down. Nobody wants a track to be closed. So, we don't need to do that, But, it's just one of those things that happens more than anything in the world, and we just need to find our place. We just need to find where we need to go. And that's what it needs to be. And, more and more people nowadays are just getting tired of, going to car shows and then being, told to leave because the cops are shutting them down due to some assholes taking over. Well, anyway, I'm in Alexandria, and I just want to say thanks to Zach for coming on tonight and watching the Berserker, watching the Rebel J show and the Traxaholics podcast tonight, because I just want to say thank you for coming on. I also, I'm sorry that I've been going through a lot of stuff. But, you know, the thing is that I'm concentrating more on me right now because that's what I want to do. And I don't have anything but respect for anybody and for people. So basically, I'm just basically going to concentrate on my rally car racing and everything else and do what I got to do and go from there. But I just want to say thanks again for everybody who watched, and I hope you guys have a great and wonderful weekend. Next weekend, I will be at the SCCA Land O' Lakes region for their they have their Pine City rally. They'll have their Halloween costumes if you want to bring a Halloween costume. I'm actually going to probably dress up as Camo Claus maybe and go. I don't know yet. But I'm really going to try to go, and I'm going to try to get out there. I'll post it up on the RallyWorks page for the address if you guys want to go. If you don't want to go, it's okay. I don't care. But I'm going to go out there and support it. I actually have a new tripod, so I'm going to use that. So we're going to try to learn how to get it all set up so I can have it follow the cars and follow the race so that people can actually see the event. I'm working on getting a lot of video and a lot of things done. I might even go for an in-car ride with somebody if they want to do an in-car ride. I got to get Jared and the guy who's having the rally next week. I got to get in touch with them because I got to talk to them about what we're going to be doing for what we're going to be done. Because Jared and the guy that are doing out at the Williams farm, they're the guys that are doing they're the ones that are doing the Pine City race. So yeah, they're the ones that are doing the Pine City race out at Williams farm. So I'm going to talk to them, and I'm not going to get registered yet because I'm not going to drive my car. Once I start driving my car, then it'll be a different story. But yes, guys, I'm going to be racing Mini Coopers, okay? I'm going to be trying to get another vehicle, and I'm going to try to do what I can to, get stuff done because that's what I want to do. So I want to be able to do this, because that's what I want to do. Yeah. Because that's what I want to do, man. But anyway, I just want to say thanks again for Zach for coming out here and, for Zach for coming out here and watching the show and everybody else. I just want to say thanks again, guys, for all your respect and what you do. And we'll go from there, all right? Thanks, guys.